Who's the best young welterweight? Jaron Boots Ennis or Vergil Ortiz? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the boxing guru. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. This is episode 5 of Fights the Fans Want But Won't Get. And the fight we're going to talk about is Jaron Boots Ennis out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania versus Vergil Ortiz out of Dallas, Texas. This fight is between, these are the two best young welterweight. You could make an argument for Conor Ben. I won't leave him out. But right now, the consensus, I want to say, for the best two top young welterweights, let's say under 24, is Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz. These guys, first let me start with Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis reminds me of a young Terence Crawford. He switches southpaw, switches right-handed, is a power puncher, isn't afraid to trade at times, only because he believes so much in his power, and he's so sharp with his punches. He doesn't quite have the angles that Terence Crawford has, but again, the kid is young. I don't know the age off the top of my head, but the kid is young. He can develop the angles and stuff like that Terence Crawford does. I haven't seen him quite box as efficiently as Bud, like when Bud fought Posto. But, you know, this guy's young in his career. He hasn't had the chance to show his boxing ability, and I'm sure he has it. He has all the tools that you would want in a boxer. I'm really high on Jaron Boots Ennis. I think this guy's going to be special. Vergil Ortiz is another fighter I'm very high on. He is one of those just rugged fighters, like really hard puncher, and he does need to work on his punch selection and his combinations, but I think he hits so hard, like sometimes just him hitting one punch at a time or 1-2s at a time, it kind of freezes the opponents he fights. And he's fought in his last 2 fights, Maurice Hooker, former champion, and Igis Kavalauskas, who fought Terence Crawford and actually dropped Terence Crawford. And he stopped Kavalauskas 1 round faster than Terence Crawford. So you also got to take that into account. Vergil Ortiz reminds me of Marcos Maidana, kind of like a hard power puncher who's not afraid to brawl, and and is so confident in his power that he just keeps coming forward and has that no quit mentality. The only difference I want to say between him and Marcos Maidana is he doesn't throw from as awkward angles as Maidana used to do. Like if you remember when Maidana fought Broner, he was throwing these really haymakers, kind of like, and to the layman eye, you would say, oh, that's just a sloppy fighter. He's just throwing punches. But I don't think so. I think Maidana knew what he was doing, and which is why he was so successful in his career. Even had success with Floyd Mayweather before losing to him in the first fight. But yeah, this will be a fantastic fight. 2, power punchers. Both aren't afraid to trade, and both young and both in their prime. And both can't get a fight, seemingly, with Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. Although, I am happy that's not happening because I don't think either is ready for that position. But I feel like if they fought each other, it would be a mega fight. Boots Ennis is from Philadelphia, where the Eagles play. Vergil Ortiz is from Dallas, where the Cowboys play. They can play off that rivalry, that Dallas-Philly rivalry. And especially if the fight's held in Texas, where in Jerry's World, where at AT&T Stadium, you can pack that out, especially if you're playing off the rivalry. Oh my God, this would be a fantastic fight. And one that I feel is necessary. I want to see these young guys against each other. As we all know, what they like to do to us, oh, let the fight build, until one of them or both of them catch a loss and the fight isn't as big as it would have been. That's what I don't like about boxing. And Vergil Ortiz fights on DAZN. Jaron Ennis fights on Showtime. They don't do business together, unfortunately. And yeah, we'll never get the fight. But alright guys, that's my video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section who you guys think would win between Boots and Vergil Ortiz. Follow me on Twitter @_BroadwayJoel. And subscribe if you haven't already. Alright guys, that's my video. Peace.